Wothing was a seaside town known for its bright promenade, its sunbathers, and the steady stream of swimmers who came and went with the tide. Among the cafes and chip shops stood Sulla Pizza Food, a large shop with a front window that looked directly onto the busiest walking street. The owner, Rajan, was a thin Indian man with a towering turban and sharp eyes that never stopped measuring the change in people's pockets. He liked to stand in the window and watch the crowd as if every passerby were a number waiting to be counted. His wife, Morty, smaller and quieter, worked behind the counter and tried to keep the kitchen in order, though the order never lasted long. Morty had grown tired of serving yesterday's leftovers. Each morning she asked for fresh chicken wings and drumsticks, something simple and clean, but Rajan refused. He spoke about waste as if it were a crime and called every leftover piece a blessing. If the trays from the night before still held meat, he saw only profit. Morty saw risk, shame, and the sour smell that came from keeping food too long. Business had become a competition in Rajan's mind. Across the street, the fish and chip shop stayed busy, and he watched its customers with open envy. When people walked past his door without entering, he blamed Morty, the weather, the tourists, even the seagulls. He never blamed the stale food or the grime that gathered in his own shop. One afternoon, two visitors entered and asked if they could use the toilet. Rajan scratched his nose, wiped his finger on his shirt without a second thought, and answered that the toilet was for customers only. The couple, hungry and tired from the seaside walk, bought a small order and were allowed through. A few minutes later, the woman returned pale and shaking. She said there was a body in the toilet. At first Rajan laughed, thinking it was a complaint about the mess. Then Morty froze. The room had gone quiet except for the hum of the fridge and the distant noise of the promenade. The customer pointed again, insisting she had seen a human body lying inside. Rajan pushed past them and opened the bathroom door. The smell that came out was enough to make him step back. The toilet room was filthy, cluttered with dirty clothes and refuse, and in the corner lay a collapsed figure, half hidden under old garments. It was not a body at all, but a homeless man sleeping in the darkness, sick and feverish, unnoticed by everyone who had chosen to ignore the room for too long. For a moment Rajan was speechless. His greed had made him careless, and his carelessness had turned the shop into a place where even the vulnerable could disappear. Morty looked at him and said nothing. She only took off her apron, tied it over the man's chest as a blanket, and called for help. By evening the police and an ambulance had come. The story spread quickly along the seafront, and people avoided the shop the next day. Rajan stood in the window as usual, watching the empty street and the closed faces of the passers-by, but now his eyes held less hunger and more fear.